everybody, and you're probably thinking, Towel Day? What the heck is Towel Day? Well, Towel Day is is celebrated on May 25th. Is a tribute to the author Douglas Adams, by fans of his, who, basically will carry a towel around, as described, basically it's a reminder of, his book, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
No. Wait a minute. What's this switch? What? Where? No. I was only fooling. We're gonna die after all.
To basically say, hey, we appreciate your book and you. So, but you're probably thinking, what's this have to do with Doctor Who? Well, we're celebrating Towel Day, and we're also talking about his time on Doctor Who. So, you know who we are, don't you? I bet you do. We are... For you. I'm gonna keep this out. Probably wondering, besides, taking a shower and, going to the beach, well, what's so great about towels? And, why is it a big thing in the Hitchhiker's Guide? Well, especially, in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, especially Chapter 3, one is also the radio. A towel, it says, is about the most massively useful thing an interstellar traveler can have, and that it has practical value. You can wrap it around you for warmth. You can, use it when you're going around those cold nights on the moons of Jakku and Beta. You can lie on it on the brilliant marble sand beaches of Stardust 5, inhaling the heavy sea vapors. You can sleep under it beneath the stars. Oh my god, that would be wonderful. Oh, looking up at the stars. I can see Neptune. But that would be wonderful. Oh, being a hitchhiker. But, yeah. Let's talk more about our good friend, Mr. Douglas. Specifically when it comes to, the fandom of Doctor Who. Well, when it comes to the show, he wrote quite a few episodes. He wrote some of the stories, including The Pirate Planet.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'll be late for the feasts. Nice to meet you. Watch out for the Mentiads.
Who?
Excuse me. What I'd like to know... Where did you get those wedding papers?
Same place you get them.
Where?
Your pocket.
Look, good looks are no substitute for a sound character.
And Shada. Shada is an episode which was, partially, filmed, but it was not fully completed. But yeah, that is one that is, that, maybe we might be looking at that come relatively soon. He co-wrote City of Death with producer Graham Williams.
Yes. Well, I think it is, don't you? Yeah.
My dear, I don't think he's as stupid as he seems.
My dear, nobody could be as stupid as he seems.
Oh.
This interview is at an end.
Good. Well, we'll be off a quick stagger up the Champs-Elysees, perhaps a bite at Maxim's. What do you think, Romana?
I think a rather better idea would be if Hammond were to lock you into the cellar. I should hate to lose contact with such fascinating people.
Under the pseudonym David Agnew. He was also the scriptwriter for season 17. And I bet you probably didn't notice. I bet you didn't notice. When it comes to, say, his ability to do comedic writing, he had actually been a contributor, an occasional bit player for Monty Python's Flying Circus. And yeah, that is pretty cool. He was able to do some shows, like, you know, episodes of, like, Doctor Who, because when you think about it, you'd have to have at least one, like, you know, writer who will be able to have be able to say, hey, we're gonna have a bit of more fun. We're gonna have some goofiness in a, you know, a series about a Time Lord who fights tin can robots, and at the same time, you know, it fights, you know, the Cyberman and other creatures. And yeah, they honestly, when I think about it, I can understand why the man actually has such a huge legacy with even his own holiday, specifically things that are connected to his own, like, you know, parts of it, like, you know, say, hey, Towel Day, very soft. This one's clean. Yeah, I can honestly say that it would, like, you know, looking back at it, I can actually see why folks would, you know, carry a towel around. But at the same time, I would think it would be amazing if I actually saw some folks going around while on my way to work and all that, and I'm just saying, like, I see you. That would be amazing. Everybody, get your towels out, because we are going to do, you know, show our fandom. It also should be known when it comes to Who, though, for Adams, is that he was also one of the few classic Who authors whose serials were never adapted into the book adaptations. Because when it comes to Who, there are quite a lot of episodes that were adapted into novels. So apparently that reason though is because he was unwilling to do it himself, but also didn't like the idea of someone else writing him. And yeah, that makes sense. Like, say, hey, if you write an episode of a show, and then, you know, suddenly you're gonna have a written version of it, like, either you're gonna want to do it yourself because suddenly you don't want someone else to write a different version of what actually happened. You don't want to suddenly when it changed, like, you know, all the different, like, things that you had previously done. And he also had done, like, other episodes of, you know, that he had submitted to, like, especially season 17 with the Doomsday Contract. And it was never really finished, so yeah, but in, like, you know, recently in 2021, there was an audio version of it, written by New Fountain. And it was released under the title Tom Baker stars in John Lloyd's Lost Doctor Who Adventures in Adventure the Doomsday Contract. So yeah, it's honestly pretty cool. Honestly, today is a great day when it comes to watching your favorite Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Do you prefer the classic, like, you know, TV show? Do you prefer the film? Or, you know, or do you prefer, like, you know, the audio? Do you prefer the books? What is your favorite thing that our good friend Douglas Adams wrote? See you next time. Because I feel like my ride is here.